Well, hello everyone, Sacred Sister Soul Talks. It's been a while. I hope you guys have been doing absolutely wonderful with this Lionsgate energy portal that was open on 8/8 and closed on 8/12. It was a time of acceptance. Hey girl. It was a time for us to get real clear about what we want to manifest. So I hope you guys have manifested a beautiful change in your life. It was a time to get meditative. It was a time to release old hurts and heal from old pains. So I hope you guys were doing that. This is a very special and critical time we're in. Peace and light to you. It's been a while. I haven't seen you for a while, Queen. This is a beautiful time we're in. And I know for most of us, it can be daunting. For a lot of us who have been on this path and on this journey for a while, it is a beautiful time. Let me just tell you my journey. I have been letting go. Not even so much healing, but letting go of past hurts, letting go of inhibitions from holding myself back because of what the world might think of me. If I was too confident or had a good self-esteem, I didn't want to be judged or to see other than anything other than being worldly. Worldly men out of this world. So I held myself back for fear of being judged. But you know what? At this stage, people are going to judge you no matter what. So I let all that shit go. I let all of that go. Judge me all you want. I know what's been given to me. I know the gifts I have. I know the spiritual awareness and consciousness that is within me. So I'm just letting all that shit go. So this has been a time where the divine has stepped in, and it's not a matter of if she is here or when she is here. She is here. She's here and she lives within each and every one of us, male and female. This is a time where we come together with our brothers and help our brothers to heal, and they help us to heal. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It doesn't always have to be somebody that you are intimate with. This is a time of healing. This is a time of healing. This energy comes to warm our spirits and prepare us for the crystalline world, the new earth that's being formed as we speak. I don't need to go into all the reptilians, draconians, and all that. That's something for another day. But this is just a life to encourage you to continue to be your best self. Leave the 3D world alone. That world of limitation, that world of I can't, that world of this is hurting me, that world of he did this, she did this. Let all that go. We don't have time for that. That's something for somebody else on a different day. Our journey is to be our best selves for us. It's to listen intuitively to the word coming from the cosmos. She will never lead you astray. And when you are connected with her, you know when to move, you know what to say, how to say, when to say it. You know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. There's no question of if, you just do it. Connect with like minds who are on that journey. Who are on that journey with you. The last couple of nights, there have been firefights like crazy. Nibiru or Nebheru is in our atmosphere. Every 3,600 years, Nebheru comes in. It's a battleship we created when the Draconians came into our time space. We created this to fight that battle. It is 3 to 5 times the size of our universe. We are only on a small portion of that universe. There are lands all around us with people that look like us. But that has been closed off from the powers that be. that will become known. We will start to see all of that. We are already seeing bugs that are out of this world. We are already interacting. We are seeing the sea kingdom give of itself. So this is the time to get spiritually prepared for what is coming. If you don't know how to get spiritually prepared, take a walk and talk to the divine. No one can give you that. Your journey is your journey. No one can give you spirituality. That's something you develop on your own. Keep looking to the skies. The skies are giving you the secrets. They're giving you the information. Don't let your eyes tell you, oh, this is not what it is, because it is right there for you to see. They're telling you. They're showing you the way. Look with your heart and not with your head. Feel with your heart. Not your beating heart, but the heart which the divine enters when a baby is conceived, 3 months into gestation. Listen to that heart. Listen to the pineal. It will always lead you to the truth. If somebody comes into your zone and they're not speaking the truth, you know it. Don't sit there and entertain them in bullshit. You check that shit and move on, because you cannot no longer put your life in the hands of someone else. This is all about you, and yet it isn't. This is all about you. So as we enter this new earth, we're coming close to fifth dimension energy. Very, very close to fifth dimension energy. We have to leave off all that old way of thinking to embrace this new way. Because in the fifth dimension energy, negativity does not exist. So if you are vibrating in a negative space, a 4D negative space, it's not for you. I'm just keeping it real. You will not enter there. You will not be accepted there. And how you change that? You change your diet, you change your way, especially your way of thinking. And you embrace that light that will guide you. It is not a selection of, I'm going to select her and forget her. You have to do your work. You have to qualify yourself for that world. It is not for everybody. Those who choose to stay in a 3D consciousness or 3-dimension consciousness will simply be removed and placed on a 3D world and grow spiritually. This is a time that you get centered, you do your meditations, you talk with the divine, and you embrace that light that comes to you. She will not lead you astray, but you have to believe that they exist or that she exists. That's the first thing, is to believe and to know. Not just to believe, but to know, because we can believe a lie too. But to know, and you already know. You already have the answers. You just got to accept what's been given to you. All right? So I just wanted to come and share that word that will make the difference today in somebody's life. They've been thinking, they've been feeling, they don't know which way to turn, because there are also a lot of people out there who are capitalizing on this energy. Those two will be taken out and sat down. A lot of them have been moved off of YouTube and out of this entire zone. They've taken themselves out because the energy is not going to give them the information that they need to help you. All right? So, with that said, get centered, get focused, get meditative. After the 8/12, it's going to be nothing but fire coming through. Just this morning, we had earthquakes in Chile. We had an earthquake just in Jamaica, between Jamaica and Haiti. Man, the Caribbean right now is going to be lit. The Caribbean right now is setting it off. And that energy is going to trickle down here to America. And when the gods and the goddesses, the titans that live here in America who have been dormant, when that energy hits and they awaken, fire. Nothing but fire. Marcus Garvey said that Marcus Garvey week is coming up. I know Barbados is going to be doing some celebrations. Marcus Garvey says, I'll be back, and I'll be back in the fire. Marcus energy is with us, y'all. We invoking Marcus energy because he deserves his just due. You hear me? He deserves his just due. So I'm ethnic today because that's how I'm feeling. I am stepping into my purpose all the way. So listen, come on now, come on. Anyway, y'all, I'll come back another time, but I just felt that energy to come and share with you guys. If you got any questions, you better ask now. You better ask now, because I am going to close out in a few. You're not going to see me for a little while, because we got work to do, queens. We got work to do. We got work on ourselves. The brothers are ready. The brothers are ready. Yes, I'm going to do a meditation session. Listen, queens, whoever hears this when I'm done, queens, leave the goddamn pole alone. Stop trying to have the prettiest makeup. Take off all that fake stuff. You don't need that. There's nothing fake about the goddess. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Leave all that crap alone and come and get right. The brothers are ready. I always tell people, when we get to the other side, there are going to be more brothers and sisters. Right? There are going to be more brothers and sisters. Because the brothers, they're the divine spark. They're always new. They're the divine spark. Elijah Muhammad said, where there are no decent women, you won't find a decent man. And vice versa. But the brothers bounce on our energy. So if you entertain their crap, that's what you're going to get from them. But when you step into your purpose and you not just look the part, but you talk the talk and walk the walk, that brother going to respect you. He going to be like, what? And he goes to the next sister and she put him in check. He going to be like, shit, I got to get right, because the sisters are on point. But if he brings crap to me and I entertain his crap, he never going to get right. There's a song called I Am Enough. And I've been talking to the sisters in the group about this. I am enough. You got to know what you're willing to accept from what you're not going to accept. You are enough for you. You are enough. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to engage in all this magical stuff. You don't have to put on all this other stuff. Yeah, look good. Because look at me today, girl. I'm looking good and I'm feeling good. Check this out. You still ain't going to look broke down. But what I'm saying, you don't need all of that stuff. You don't need the butt implants and all. Listen, I went to Atlanta a couple of weeks ago and they said Atlanta is Atlantis. Listen, I failed to see one real woman step forward. Except our queen or naturals that lives there now. But everything was fake. I mean, from the fake nails, there was a nail shop every couple yards. I mean, everything was fake. And I'm like, is this what we've come down to? To compete with others who are trying to be like us? We don't need all of that. A brother needs something real that he can have a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? We have to be building these brothers up. When the brothers are having moments, because they're the protectors, they're the warriors, right? When they're having their moments, we have to be the ones to step in and say, look, baby, you know what? Let me fix a bath for you. Let me rub your back. Let me put some water and soak your feet. Let me put a cool towel on your back or your chest. Let me have spiritual intercourse with you. That's what a brother looking for now. That's what a brother, a real man is looking for. Not little boys out here talking about, Jay-Z and all this shit. Fuck, to hell with Jay-Z. To hell with Beyonce. Because these people not even around anymore. Let's be real clear. You feeling me? A brother needs someone who will take care of the house when he's out there cutting and fighting, and because our brothers gonna be in battle. They're in battle now. They're in battle to protect the kingdom. They gotta protect you queen on board. Look at the chessboard. The Moors developed chess because chess is a strategic move. Chess is a war game. Chess is about war. But when the queen is on board, the brothers gotta protect the queen. Because if the queen falls, the kingdom falls, and that's what happened to us. The queen was put in quarantine by the draconians, right? But the queen loose now. If you don't understand, check out Thor Ragnarok, that's what it's called. And check out Odin sent his daughter, who was the rightful owner of the kingdom, he sent her away to raise Thor and Loki. Loki being the interloper. You got Ninhursag, which is the Sumerian goddess. Yeah? You got Ninhursag, and then you got Enki and Enlil. The story all over again. But Odin sent the queen away, the rightful owner, which is you. So when she came back, when the Sophic energy showed up, she came back in Thor Ragnarok and took over the kingdom and destroyed it. Because they kept her locked up for so long. But we ain't going to destroy. We going to rebuild. And we got to rebuild with our kings. That's what they are. They're our kings, and we got to address them as such. They are our kings. They are our protector. For you to be a queen, they got to be a king. For you to know who you are. Know who you are. We like to talk about we're gods and goddesses, but that comes responsibility. It's not enough to just say I'm a god and I'm a goddess. What does that really mean? What does it really mean? You got to step into that. And when you call yourself a goddess, you got to act godlike. You got to act godlike. You got to get your house in order, queens. Get your house in order, because the kings are in order. The kings are in order. We got to be able to put them feelings away and deal with our shit. So when our king says, stand back, we got to say, okay. We got to say, okay. It gonna be stand back. Well, who he think he talking to? Nah. You got to respect that king. When he says step back and be still, step back and be still. It's difficult, but step back and be still. Because we got to let him take the lead. We got to let him be the protector and the ruler of the kingdom. And when he understands that, he already knows he cannot rule except he come through you. That's what Oset was. Oset could not rule except he came through Oset, the divine womb. So you already in play. You already in charge. You don't have to tell him you're in charge. You're in charge. But you bring a God onto the planet. You bring a God every time. Every time. I ain't going to tell him I'm a goddess, because he know. He know. He know by the way I speak, the way I move my hips, the way I tilt my head. Come on now, he knows. He knows. You just don't know who you are. But you gotta step into your purpose, queens. I'm on y'all today, man. We gotta step into that. We have to step into who we are. Come on, queens. Anyway, I didn't mean to go off on y'all, but the brothers waiting. The brothers are waiting. Our kings are waiting. They are waiting for us. And let me tell you, when they start injecting our children, let me see how much y'all gonna sacrifice these babies to these idiots. Because they're crazy. They're crazy. These hybrids are crazy. They destroy their home world. They don't care about me or you. They destroyed Maldek. Doing all of this shit that they did on Maldek. Anyway. That's story for another day. Woo, child, let me take a deep breath. Musa, Musa, Musa. You better not have it. You better take that sword and fight for your babies. You better fight for your babies. You better put Willie Lynch in his grave. Look, Willie Lynch letter says, listen, this phenomenon gonna keep repeating itself until something greater than it comes along. Well, shit, something greater than it is here. It is here. It ain't coming along. It is here. What you gonna do with it? If you're looking for Jesus to come out the sky, Jesus ain't coming no way. Jesus been done. Jesus ain't coming. But the Christ consciousness is. All right now. That's it, Queen. That's it, Queen. That's right. Homeschool your babies. Shoot. Anyway. Story for another day. You know, I'm just, yeah. Forgive me if I went off on y'all, Queens, but we gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta support the men. We gotta support our kings. Our kings getting ready to go into battle for us. Let me tell you something. The Titans are ready. The ancestors made a transition. Some of them chose to leave. On 8/8, some of them chose to leave. I released some of them so that they can return home. Some chose to stay. The Titans have been activated. The Sphinx is ready. The Sphinx is our signature from Sirius. We are in the photon belt, moving ever closer to Sirius. In essence, Queens, we are going home. We are on our way home. When the blue ray energy came onto the planet, that was the ignition from Sirius. Sirius houses the spiritual center of our universe. Within the Sirius, within the Syrian planetary sphere, there are lots of planets. A lot of us are from within these planetary bodies. Sirius is a temple. Egypt represents a part of that. There are portals in. I'm just telling you of the magic. Sirius is controlled by the queens. It's controlled by the queens. You hear me? You ain't just come from nothing. You come from the essence that created all. Within you is the essence that created all. All. You are the divine mother walking. Start acting like it. Start acting like the divine mothers you are. Shoot. Let me just take a deep breath, y'all. Anyway. Let me just get up off this thing before I blow a gasket. Anyway, I love y'all. Step into who you are. Support your kings. If you got a king in your life, whether it's your father, your brother, your lover, your husband, just let him know today you love him from your heart, from your true self. Let him know that you there. Support him. Even if he ain't acting right, you start the process because it's up to you. You start that process. You hear me? You start that process. And what he ain't doing for you is what you gonna do for y'all. You start the process. You let him know, hey, King, I got you. And when you say that shit, you mean that. You got him. That means you got him through and through. You carry him through and through. And you watch and see he gonna start acting and doing right. Because you're gonna invoke that power. This in 2018 and 2019. This in even 2020. You have the magic and the power. So when you speak that shit, look at what's coming back. You hear me? You hear me? Go get your man and do right by him. You claim that shit. You claim that man. And if he ain't in your life, you heal him anyway. Because you're releasing that from you. You heal him anyway. Because they need us. They need us. And we need them. There can't be an us without a them. Even if he's not a man in your life, or that your lover, or just somebody you know, you send him that energy. You let him know you got his back. You hear me? And that's your walking orders. Yo, on that note, I am out of here. I love you guys. Queens, get on point. I'm going to beat you all up. We getting on point. Because that's the energy I'm feeling. Get on point. Get on point. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Sacred Sister Soul Talks, over and out.